How's it going today?
Good, how are you?
Jayden Parker.
Sam Dalehart. Nice to meet you.
So where are you from?
I'm from Morse, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you live here in Lubbock now?
No, I currently live in Morse. I drove down to Lubbock, came to see if I get some financial advice.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you do?
I'm a rancher. I've been ranching my whole life. Been doing that ever since I can remember, and now I work a ranch. Same thing up in Morse. Born and grew up there, still live there.
Okay, you like it?
Yeah, I do. It's what I know how to do. It's what I love. I don't think I could see myself sitting in an office all day. That's why I come talk to you about this. Let you take care of it and let me do the cap roping.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what can I help you with today?
Well, you see, I'm about ready to start figuring things out financially.
Mm-hmm.
Up until now, been pretty much doing my own thing financially. We've been pretty well off. I got my wife's Martha. She couldn't be here with me. But now, I mean, I'm 43 years old, getting up in age. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with my finances.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your family, about your kids and stuff.
Oh, yes, sir. I have 2 kids, Nate and Sarah. Nate is 10. He pretty much just runs around barefoot on the ranch all day, doesn't really do much. He's kind of a wild kid. Sarah's a little bit more studious, likes to go to school, does her work. She's 12, so they're just them two. Them two, and then Martha and I.
Okay, and how old did you say Nate was?
Nate's 10.
Nate's 10?
Yeah.
Okay, and what about you and your wife?
I am 43, and she's 41.
Okay. And so
Yes, sir.
were you just wanting to try to put together a financial plan, or?
Well, I got some questions for you. So
Okay.
I got on the sheet. I typed this up. I brought this.
Okay.
And the first thing is that, okay, so just got a couple things running around my mind about what to do for the future, because we're good now, but I work, and I work the ranch, but Martha, she stays at home with the kids, takes care of them, is a home wife. So I'm just afraid if I die, what are we going to do? How are we going to take care of that? Got that. I'm curious about maybe want to save up some money to send them my kids to college, and then a couple other things. But what do you think about just about planning? I mean, how's Martha going to take care of herself if I die and Nate can't work? He don't even know how to do much. He won't rope with me. But yeah.
Okay, so is that the order of your priorities? Is just saving for retirement first, or was it saving, having an emergency fund? Or
I do want to save for retirement too, but more so if I died right now, I want to know how I can take care of her financially. Because she used to be a school teacher, but she doesn't teach anymore, so I'm sure she could do that again. But she probably needs some help just getting things done financially, like trying to pay for the kids' college and paying for expenses on the ranch. She probably won't be able to work it. Like I said, Nate, we know, Lord knows Nate ain't gonna do it. But he's just 10, so yeah, I want to do that though. Prepare her if I die, and then also want to plan for retirement, like I told you, and then college too as well.
Okay, so we can for your first, we can get a life insurance policy for you. Do you have one of those?
No, sir, no life insurance, sir.
Okay, well we could get you one of those to where if something were to happen to you, that your wife would get some money for that.
Those are very expensive?
Not necessarily. They're not as high as you would think.
Okay.
So we could definitely look into that. And then as far as your kids go, we could set up a 529 plan to where you could put money into that every single month, to where when your kids did go to college, that they would be able to that plan would pay for that.
So it's like doing some savings, but for college instead. Mm-hmm. Okay, I gotcha.
We can do that. And then do you know about how much y'all make a month or a year?
Yeah, so that's where it's a little bit different for me. So in regards to the ranching, I make about $30,000 a year doing that. Net. Mm-hmm. Like that's how much I make.
Okay. Not
counting how much I got to spend on the feed and all that. But we do own some mineral rights, own some oil on our property. Mm-hmm. So when oil's doing well, they usually start drilling out our place. And when that was happening a while back, and we're making about $25,000 a month. So like about $300,000 a year. We're making a lot, but right now we're not. So right now it's just the $30,000, but we got some in savings and we've been working a little bit. And I do have a lot put away that is for retirement.
Okay, how much do you have put back, and what type of accounts?
Well, right now, this money's for retirement. I got
Okay.
2 accounts, but I don't have it in a retirement account. I got $1 million each on both of us. Got some money saved up. Also had some money laid over just from the ranch estate. So I got about $1 million apiece from my wife and I, but I wanna put that in some type of, that's full retirement.
Okay.
For both of us. And what else you ask?
Well, I was just wondering how much you had put back and what type of accounts they were in. So you named off both of those. So you wanna take that? You had $1 million apiece. You said.
Yes.
You want to take that $1 million apiece, and put that into retirement accounts to where, when you retire, it meets your goal to where you have enough put back.
I mean, I suppose so. Is that something you can do for me?
Mm-hmm. I can. And do you know about what age you want to retire at?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Man, I'm not sure. I mean, I plan to work long as this body will keep going. Maybe 65, 60, 65, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I think that, with what you have right now, we can definitely meet your, goals of being able to pay for a life insurance policy, being able to put your kids through college, and then hopefully, putting whatever we have left over in accounts that will make it to where when you do reach retirement age, that you have enough put back to where you can live comfortably for the rest of your life.
Okay.
So,
that sounds good. I like that idea. Is the money better in the retirement account instead of just saving it in like a cash account?
mm-hmm. How risky would you say that you are?
Oh, I'm so glad you said that. That reminds me about, that was another thing I want to talk to you about, is about in doing some investing in regards to how risky I am. But I just wanted to ask you, because you know a little bit about investments. I'm
mm-hmm.
sure you're a financial planner. I was going to ask you, there's this wind energy stock.
Okay.
And I have this feeling that it's going to go up big time. And I was wondering, how much should I invest into it? And if I should invest into it. But I think it's going to go up, and I want to. And I want to do more investing, because right now I just hold a lot of cash. Cash.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to do some investing with my money.
So what do you know about this company? Is it a friend running it or a family member?
Well, they're just popping up all around where my ranch is. It's
mm-hmm.
like I see a new wind turbine every day, and I'm like, man, they must be making some type of money if they're going to be paying to put all those things up. So I looked online, found one just top stock on the list in regards to wind energy, and I was like, that one's going up. Got a feeling.
Mm-hmm. So what if we put what if we decided about a certain amount of money, to invest, and then we just put a portion of that in this wind company rather than all of it, just to diversify your account, which means that we put your money in several places to where if one loses money, you're not losing all of your money. Others would go up.
What do most people do in regards to
that's what we advise for the most part, is to have a diversified account to where you're gaining money over the long run rather than putting it all in a, you could either make a lot or you could lose a lot too. So.
Okay. But what happens if we only put a little bit in it and it skyrockets like I know it's going to?
Okay.
I'm gonna feel really bad that I missed out on all that chance.
Or are you wanting to put a high amount into it, or are you just wanting to put a safer amount?
I'm not sure. I got about, just in assets I'm willing to spend,
mm-hmm.
not counting the retirement ones I told you about, because I want those for retirement. But the ones I can spend, I have about 500,000 that I'm willing to, that I want to not just spend on anything, but want to invest in.
Okay.
And that's what I was looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have about 500,000 you want to invest. About how much of that would you say, or were you wanting to figure that number out? Would you want to invest in this company?
I'm not sure. I mean, that's part of why I was going to talk to you and ask you about it. Wasn't sure exactly how much I wanted to. I just know I want to invest that money, and I just don't want to. I know that all my buddies say that to keep it in cash, can't trust the system, can't trust government, can't trust the stock markets and all that. But I mean, I've also done a little bit of reading
mm-hmm.
on things, and I know that cash ain't going to grow none if it's just sitting in my bank account. and so figured I could make a little bit if I invested, and I'm pretty prepared financially for the future a little bit, so I'm not too worried about investing it.
Okay. Well, what if we just put a set amount in there, and let's say we put around like 25, 50,000 in there, and then we can see what it grows to. Would that be an alright amount?
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, honestly, it's whatever you think is best, and I still need to talk to Martha, tell her what I think about us meeting and all those things. But I definitely wanted to hear your opinion and think about rolling over money. But you seem like a pretty trustworthy guy, so I probably get to come talk to you again after I talk to my wife.
Okay. So
she wasn't able to come because she was staying at home with
okay.
kids.
So as far as after life in retirement, what do y'all want to do? Do y'all like to travel, or what are some of y'all's hobbies?
I just work a ton. I mean, I like watching football, and I like roping the roping dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Martha enjoys going to town with her friends, looking at all the stores. So she likes to spend money on things every once in a while. We really would like to go up, do some traveling just around the national parks in the U.S. once I'm not having to do so much ranching anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this oil money set aside, but I just don't feel right living off that. I feel like I got to live off the money I earn in regards to working. So that's why I'm kind of just saving all of that and only living off that 30,000, which I work with.
Well, here's a question about the oil. Do you think that that'll ever come back to you, or was that just a one-time thing?
I think we still got oil on our place. It'll be when the oil price comes up, because it's not gone. It's just it's too expensive to drill right now, because they ain't gonna make no money because oil's price per barrel is too low.
Mm-hmm.
But if that goes back up, which it always does, it's like an up and down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be making a lot more money again, most likely.
Okay, so is that something you want to rely on, or would that just be like an added bonus?
I mean, I don't feel like I rely on it just with that I'm still working. I think just be an added bonus, because if I never got an oil check in, I'd be fine as long as I can work, run my cattle, and sell them every year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just use what you have then to invest to where we can meet your goals when you're ready to retire. So is there anything else I can help you with, or any other questions you had?
Trying to think. Those are the big things.
Here, let me ask you a question about your kids. Do you know about anything about where they're maybe looking at, or do you think that they'll want to stay in the state for college, or?
Oh, by golly. I mean, I know we want them to go to 4-year university.
Mm-hmm.
Nate wants to take over the ranch. I want him to, but I don't want him to have to break his back like I do every day. I want him to maybe he'll want to sit in an office,
mm-hmm.
and do things like that. But I imagine they'd want to stay in Texas. I'd hope so. I don't know why I'd want to go anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make no sense. But I know for sure Sarah's probably going to want to go to school. She's really bright. She's expressed interest in going to college because all her friends at school want to do that. Nate, I don't know about that kid. He just runs around barefoot with a stick in his hand,
mm-hmm.
hitting trees and trying to catch my ranch on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I love the kid, but he don't want to do nothing.
So you're not sure if he's going to attend college?
No, I think he's pretty smart. He just doesn't care much for school, so I'm not sure exactly what he's going to want to do. But I would like him to, so just in case, I think we should probably save some money.
We should have a plan in place either way.
Yeah.
I was just trying to ask you, just so that we're able to have enough money back depending on where they go, because schools that are out of state, usually the tuition is higher than in state. So, if they were attending Texas Tech, the price would be lower than, attending somewhere out of state or a private school like Baylor. So
that makes sense. Alrighty. Cool.
Well, so let me get this straight. You want to make sure that you have enough money for when you're, if something were to happen to you for your wife.
Yes.
So that's number one priority, and we can do that by setting up a life insurance policy.
Okay.
Okay, and next is making sure your kids have money for college.
Yes.
Okay, and to do that, we can get a 529 plan together and make sure that by the time that they go to college, we have enough money put in those for them to be in it for 4 years.
Yes, sir.
And what the last thing on your list was retirement, correct?
Yeah, I got that money, but just don't have it in an account.
Okay. Well, as far as that investing goes, would that be something you would be okay with? Is putting that 500,000 into several accounts and grow that money until you're ready to retire?
I mean, I don't think I'm a very risky person.
Okay.
Except for I don't think that wind energy stock's very risky because I know it's going to go up. But in regards to things I don't have a gut feeling on, I like to be a little bit more safe with my money versus trying to go all Wall Street on them. And that's not really my personality type. I'm a modest man.
Okay, so you'd like to have more of a safe return.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't even really need the return for sure. I just figured I'd be a little bit better off. I usually just keep most of everything in cash, as you can see, just like all my buddies do that work too.
Well, since you already do have $1 million, put back, then we can definitely, be a little bit less risky since you already have quite a bit in savings.
Okay. Alrighty. That, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that Martha told me to ask you about when I come in here. Oh, have you heard that Dave Ramsey guy?
I have.
What do you think about him?
Well, what do you think? What's your opinion on him?
Martha is always listening to him. Says we need to. I don't need to use credit cards for paying for the cattle stuff and all that, but I'm trying to get them travel points so that I can go up see Yellowstone National Park. But I don't know. I just thought I'd go ahead and run that by you, see what you thought about him.
Okay. Well, using credit cards is not a bad idea, and Dave Ramsey, he has a lot of solid points. So that's probably not a. You can use credit cards as much as you want, not as much, but you want to use it within your limitations. So.
Okay.
So with that $1 million that you have put back, is you said you wanted to invest 500,000 of it. With the other 500,000, would you just kind of want to keep that in an emergency fund or?
Well, I have $500,000 kind of put away that I want to invest in something, and I have $2 million, $1 million for my wife, $1 million for me, saved up in retirement, and some of that's money that we got during the oil boom, and some of it's money that got handed down.
Okay.
Handed down to me. Our ranch, it's the Horn Ranch, by the way. I don't think I told you that. Okay. It's been rolling for a couple generations. So.
Okay. Is that something you're going to pass down, or is that something you're planning on liquidating?
Oh, no, sir. I mean, no, sir. The only way I would liquidate is if I was selling it to someone that, I didn't necessarily want to directly give it to, but I trusted, and I don't see that happening. I mean, like I said, I hope Nate wants to take it over, but if he wants to go to college, that's okay. But I'm sure he'll come back and do it afterwards.
So your plan with that is to eventually hand it on to your son.
Yeah.
Pass it down.
Yeah, I think so. Martha's got a brother who I trust pretty well, so if Nate didn't want it, maybe end up giving it to him. He's a little bit younger, but yeah, I think I'll probably end up passing it down. I mean, I don't plan on selling it to nobody who's going to put windmills things up on it. Yeah. That's for dadgum sure. I'll invest in their company, I'll make some money, but I run cattle. It's not trying to save the world on going green, you know what I mean? So,
well, do you have any other questions or anything that we haven't gone over?
I know that's all I got for now. Just let me know what I need to do, and I'll do my best to get it done pretty quickly.
What if I came up with a list of investments that we might go into, and then we can set up another meeting and meet then, and we can go over those and see if that's something you want to do.
I think that sounds like a mighty fine plan.
All right. Well, you have a good day.
I appreciate you.